But,
like I said,
Well,
we're just, I think that we definitely do not want animals running loose
Yes, that is.
off of your property, period. Cat or dog.
That's right, cat or dog.
And we still have to address the cats
Yeah,
all by
cats.
itself. I think you can write that one all by your own lonesome. But the welfare, that was the word that I was looking for. The welfare of the animal, I don't see that as being the responsibility of town council. We've got two great organizations out here working on it right now. We've got education programs that
Right.
you try to prevent the people from doing it, and then we have state law that will.
and I'm not gonna disagree with you. It's, there's no one here.
Yeah.
So,
I'm expressing mine. Gee,
My opinion is that it's really lengthy. I mean, there has to be a way to
And-
reduce this and
Yes.
just maybe make it more simple, saying, you know, that, yeah, tethering of an animal is, shouldn't be done. Like, I like that term here on the section 1B, where it says in such a manner as to cause injury, strangulation, or entanglement of the dog. Because one of the issues that when a few years ago that brought up the whole animal ordinance thing was that there was a dog up on 9th Avenue, between 9th and 10th Avenues, that was tied, it was tethered, and so it was barking all the time because it couldn't get to its water, it couldn't get to its food, and it just...
and what does that come under? Cruelty to animals under state code.
That's true, but...
In other words, you report it to the sheriff, and they have to take care of it under state code. Any animal that you have tied up to a single thing winds himself up
Yeah.
until he learns to stop doing it, and then he can get to his bone. My dogs have had to learn that.
okay, well, I've seen dogs that have.
But you can also make things that prevent that from happening too. And the trolley lines, I kind of respect the
Well,
trolley
actually,
lines.
it might not be a bad idea to maybe add just a few of what we think is cruel to animals to
Well,
section 304, 3-104.
I understand what North's saying here is that he doesn't believe that the government of Marlington should get into the business of protecting animals. Outside of the state or whatever, there is none of the organizations we have any right to do anything.
No, all they can do is make a complaint also.
Right, and that is why.
And were you not here? Norman can probably verify this. Whenever the complaint was issued on the lady up in the Brownsburg area on mistreating her horses, do you remember that, Norman?
Yeah, I remember.
And do you remember what the consequences ended up being?
No, I don't.
She sued the county, and she won.
Really?
Everybody that I know of went to look at those horses and said, yeah, they look like they are malnourished. Sued the state, the county, because they took her horses and fed them out to foster homes. And some of the people kept them.
Well, I mean, but the issue is, we're not in the, I agree what you're saying, that we're not in the business for, of animal welfare agency.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we also have this levy section 3-104, cruelty to animals. Whereas we could where we could put some of the tethering, like we could put, like, it is unlawful to tether an animal in such a manner to cause injury or something.
And that becomes subjective, though.
Yeah. True.
I think that's why some of these tethering laws have gotten so.
So yeah, why they're so lengthy is because people will be like.
There are some much shorter ones that are a little more vague.
More.
That I have seen. And,
Yeah,
maybe this is just too much, at least right now.
For right now, I think that it is. What I would like to see is both of the organizations, humane organizations, to get through an educational thing with the community and change some attitudes as how some of the animals are treated. But it's got to be totally voluntary. Because you will get the person, he looks at you straight in the eye and he's serious and he'll say, well, it's just a dog.
And that's,
And that's what that dog is not the same thing as the animal that is in my, well, I'm not going to say in my house because it's still just a dog for the most part. But to those people that animal has become just a family member.
right.
You know, that's a little different story.
That's my family.
So like I said, you know, on this and in the whole section of 3-105 is all,
I would suggest at this point, instead of trying to go through this, is that before we finish the complete writing, if somebody can find something short and sweet
As an alternative?
as an alternative, otherwise this is too much.
well, I did have one that, the closest thing, but it came down to keeping it on your property. That all dogs and cats, I had it all together in one sentence, all dogs and cats will be tethered or otherwise confined to the landowner's property. Or in some cases, you've got a renter. That's in here, and I forget what the wording is, under their control or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And what that does is that short sentence says you will keep your animal on your property and it's not running loose. You can't, you know, and you can say, whether you have it tethered, electric fence, woven, and even a woven wire. My dog that I had before was a Brittany Spaniel. I had a 4-foot high chain link fence, and he would go to the corner and actually climb and go over the top.
I've seen dogs do
And
that.
then I strung 2 stripes of electric wire on top of it. And the first time he got up there and started crawling over, he got his little wingies shot, and down he came. He stopped that. But Brittany's were real bad about climbing, I found out.
I guess at this point, that section,
That's the big hang-up. I think that was the hang-up with the other council members. And
if no one comes with an alternative before by Tuesday, then, well, let's take this out.
Okay.
And if anyone wants some kind of a tethering ordinance, then we need to have some short, sweet alternative that's a little more agreeable.
Palatable.
Yeah.
This way we can move on and get the thing done
Yep.
and have it out there so it can be hypothetically enforced. Okay. I mean, I got a lot of good ideas out of this, to be truthful about it, for my own dog.
Mhm.
You know, so there's a lot of good recommendations in here, I'll tell you that. I want to make sure that we get, all right, in talking about penalties, just want to make sure that there was a couple of those places where we struck it at the last meeting about the 1 mile, that it's over here in the front part here somewhere too.
Oh, is it?
That, yeah,
Was that resolved? I missed the
Yeah.
last
We just
meeting.
decided to take it out.
Okay.
Because,
but it came up on a second issue.
yeah.
So there was still this first issue that we
Yeah.
hadn't gotten to yet. Let's see, where was I was seeing something here?
Oh, it was the dead animals, I don't have page number,
Garden
section
dead.
3-109.
Oh, okay, well, let me try to get, actually, I wanted to stop pretty quickly there at 3-107.
Okay.
I'm trying, I don't know why I'm wanting to stop there, because
Yeah, because that, we didn't have anything other than just a few typos.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what I was thinking, just want to make sure here. Again, we're reiterating, it will be no more than 3 dogs. Now, remember that whenever you write the one up for cats. Okay, please.
Joe said it might be
I'm
impossible to
telling-
enforce the one with cats.
Hey, now
because there's no
listen.
code for cats.
Christine got a little hyper whenever I said, I didn't see any difference between cats and dogs.
Well, I mean, but the only problem is what Joe was saying, when I was talking to Joe, and he was saying that the state has laws and stuff pertaining to dogs.
Yeah,
They don't
nothing
have
on
nothing
cats.
on cats.
Absolutely nothing on cats, I
So
agree.
it might be hard to enforce.
See, I was like
things.
me trying to say, you know, that about, well, if the dog's gotta be tethered, that cat has to be, and remember how she talked about the go out
collar.
and hang itself
Yeah,
on a collar? Okay, so, 7, okay. 108 on the excrement. I think that we did talk about on public property. I don't have pencil notes on mine. You got anything
Which
on
one?
103, 108?
It shall be lawful. Which one? 1, 2, or?
Oh, no, anywhere.
I don't have anything other than some typos.
Okay, actually, that's only talking about, okay, responsibility and fines is all.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only time.
Okay.
Don't leave your dog.
109,
It's
Yeah.
halfway down. Shall be unlawful to bury within the town or within 1 mile of the town the carcass or part of any
yeah,
animal.
okay. there.
So all you want to do is just strike out within 1 mile.
Okay, no, because we did carry on about people burying their pets in their yards.
Well, yeah, we did, but we got rid of that by,
Oh, okay, that's why okay,
yeah,
that's
because
good.
we struck out,
Read how it was.
okay, it should be, if we strike out the 1 mile thing, it shall be unlawful for any person to deposit in any of the streets, parks, public squares, or places the carcass or part of any carcass of any animal, fowl, or bird within the limits of the town, or at any point within oh, that's not the point. If such place outside the limits is so located that such carcass shall become offensive, well, that's, hold on, let me get out the whole 1 mile part. Let me read it now. It shall be unlawful for any person to deposit in any of the streets, parks, public squares, or places the carcass or part of any carcass of any animal, fowl, or bird within the limits of the town. It shall be unlawful to bury within the town the carcass or part of any animal, fowl, or bird which has died or been killed within the city or that has been brought into the city. But all such carcasses shall immediately after death be disposed of in a manner consistent with section 3-111 herein. Because we got, we removed the part which says, or been up on any private lot or parcel of ground. So that way if people wanted to bury their dog or cat in their
Right,
backyard.
okay, that was where we covered that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just removed out the rest of the 1 mile.
But, okay, but if we go to the, and still say within the limits of town, are we still not saying the same thing? If we say that you can't bury?
Any deposit, on any of the streets, parks, public squares, or places. So saying only.
Oh, okay, we're not saying anything, okay.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
All right.